What's up, everybody? I'm Frankie Biggz, and thank you for stopping by to my channel. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and put the notification bell on so you know the next time we drop one of these videos. Now, today is a bit different because I am doing, for the first time in my very short YouTube career, I am doing a reaction video, but I'm reacting to the full Happy mini record by Jin of BTS, okay? So, this is how this is going to go. I'm going to give you basically a summary of the songs. First, I'm going to listen to a little bit of it, and then I'll give you my take. So the first song up is Running Wild. Okay, so I said it from the beginning when I did a reaction to this video that I really thought that this was an amazing tune, and here's why. Because it kind of just really brings me back to the 1980s. It brings me back to movies like Pretty in Pink, The Breakfast Club, let's see, St. Elmo's Fire. Man, even funny movies like, if you guys haven't checked it out, Fast Time at Ridgemont High, like Caddyshack. I mean, so it kind of brings me back to that area. And what brings me back is just, first off, because that London, like, fast beat was really popular started becoming popular like in the late 70s and right into the 80s, well into like, 87, 88, when things started to change. But in that era is what this song reminds me of. It again has that I'll stop the world and melt with you kind of thing. It's just a great song, and I'm glad that it's a hit song. All right, let's get to the next one. Number 2 is I'll Be There. Let's get it. Okay, well, again, in this, because I did a review of this song before, so far, I gotta be honest, like, this song, I think I'm gonna like it a little more than Running Wild, and here's why. I just feel like this is so much more poppier and so much more happier and radio friendly that I dig it for radio. As far as for me, I really think it's a fun song. It just kind of reminds me a lot of summers. It even reminds me of summers here in Barcelona. There's a whole set of people here in Barcelona that actually dress and live like they're in the 1950s. It's really cool. Some people may say it's kind of bizarre, but I don't. I think it's awesome. And they even do the twist. They do like these guys come out with the Belafontes and the black t-shirts with the Lucky Strikes rolled up here. I mean, it is so cool. And that's what this song really takes me to. It's a lot of fun to listen to this song. So far, because I know these two songs, I've liked them. So when we get to the other tracks, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, let's get to this next track. All right, jumping in at number 3 is a song called Another Level. Now, this is going to be exciting for me because it's going to be the first time I've ever heard this song. And all I can say is that my wife, Irene, has told me that I'm going to like this entire record. So far, so good. But fair enough, I've already heard Running Wild and I'll Be There in the past, and they were already some of my favorite tunes. So let's get to it. This is number 3, Another Level. Okay, so I'm going to tell you why I really love this song, and I don't know if any of you guys are going to get these references, but for the ones that do understand what I'm about to say about this tune, I hope you agree with me. This song reminds me of Def Leppard. It kind of reminds me of the song that they did called Love Bites. Now, Def Leppard was produced by a producer by the name of Mutt Lange, who ended up marrying Shania Twain, if I'm not mistaken. Mutt Lange, back in the 70s and 80s, this man just had a sound that was huge. He stacked vocals, the snare drums were always deep and big, and the kick drums were real meaty. And he just had, it's like, I don't want to say heavy metal. It is heavy metal, but not heavy metal in what is today. But it was like heavy metal rock and roll with, I swear, man, with some soul to it. And the drummer actually ended up losing his arm and became the first drummer in history to be able to drum with one arm and use his feet for the rest of the drums. And this guy is amazing. So this is what this brings me to. This sounds like Def Leppard. And I would have loved to known if Jin actually went to Mutt Lange and said, I need a Def Leppard track. I know that he would have killed this. He would have given that track. Anyways, I love this track, man. And that's what it brings me to. It brings me to, yet again, it's bringing me back to my childhood. Now we're talking about 1986, 1985, 86, in that time frame with Def Leppard. So if you've never heard of Def Leppard, please, I'm sure you've seen people, young kids wearing Def Leppard t-shirts, but that's just for fashion. You really got to dig into their music and you'll understand why I say this about this tune. Okay, let's get to the next track. I am super impressed. Now this is number 4 and it is in Korean writing, but I do believe this would be Falling. Yep. So this is Falling. Let's get to it. Okay. Wow. So Falling, I'll tell you what I really like about this is, again, we're right in the vein of the 80s, British meets the United States kind of sound. The sound was coming into the United States from Great Britain, and it was kicking some ass. This is right where this sits. But what I'm really impressed with is the drums. The fact that even the drummer knew the assignment. Because when this came in, he said, that is just so London. Like, that is every setup and breakdown in that genre of music. I'm excited because I really dig it, man. I really dig it. There is, so far, uniformly, there is something I don't like, but you gotta wait to the end to know what that is. And it may, I don't know, we'll see. In any event, I love that song. I dig it. All right, let's get to the next one. The next one is number 5, Heart on the Window. Heart on the Window. Let's go. Okay, so again, he is not falling off. He is not falling off. Every one of these tunes is killer. This one, again, 1982, the name of the group is Berlin, and the name of the song is Riding on the Metro. That is the feel that this song gives to me. Again, if there was anything that was representing that European sound back then, that song, look that song up. The group Berlin, Riding on the Metro is, I mean, it's so London, Germany, like just Northern Europe sound, and he really hit it. Now, the other thing is that melody, I've heard something very similar, a melody like that, recently at a Chinese restaurant. I was listening, we were there, and I heard that melody, and I really liked it. What I liked about it was that it was done in a very Chinese genre, like a very, how can I say, traditional genre, right? But what I dug about it was done in a different, I don't know, like in that kind of traditional Chinese music or Asian music like that, you don't have those type of chords. And it was the first time I heard something like that, and it really captured my attention. Because I thought it's a guitar, it's a person that's singing the top note and there's a person on the bottom in unison. And I always thought that climb and climb down was interesting. Dun, 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 dun. So to hear it here, it brings me back to that. And I really, really dig some of the, especially again, the 80s Chinese pop songs are like, they are awesome. And this kind of really, really brings me to that.
What about Wendy?
Huh?
What about Wendy, the girl that sings with him?
Oh, Wendy. Well, I don't know her, right? I don't know anything about Wendy, but I'll say this, that I can tell that she has a really, really good voice. There are a few parts in there where I think that I would have wanted to hear her a little more because she just kind of comes in that second verse. And I know that they sing a little more at the end, but I don't know. I think it's okay. I think she did an amazing job. I just don't know who she is, but I'll do my research. You don't have to ask me to do my research. I'm going to do it, but I'll do my research. But yes, she compliments that song a lot. It may look like there's something about her that I don't like. That's not true. It's just that it was a surprise to hear her. I'll just say that. And I think that she actually adds a little more authenticity to what I was saying about the traditional Chinese style. The fact that there are points in where they do exactly that, where she takes the top note, he sings in unison, but he's taking the bottom note. So it turned out beautifully, and I think it's all good. But thank you for telling me about Wendy. You're very, very appreciated. Okay. Number 6. Again, here it is giving me some. But what is the name of this song?
I Will Come to You.
I Will Come to You. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is a very, very sweet tune. But, and I'm not saying that I don't like it, but it reminds me of a song already. And I'm trying to remember what song this is. Man, I can't remember. Reminds me of a tune and like it's a big tune. I just can't remember. So I like the song a lot. And the fact that it's very minimal as far as the instrumentation, it really shows off his voice. It really does. And it's kind of a fresh break from what you normally hear of Jin. So this, I think, was kind of the song that shuts the haters up that say that he can't sing or anything like that, because that's bullshit. So I do like this tune. The thing that only keeps coming up is I know that I've heard that melody before. And like I've blatantly heard note for note what that melody is, and I just can't think of the song. But it's all right. I'll think of it and whatever. So overall, I love the album. There are 2 things that I don't like. Okay? So let's get to the things I don't like. The very first thing that I don't like is the mix on the drums. For some reason, I'm not too sure if it was one person that mixed the entire record or if they used different mixers, which is a very big gamble to do. Whoever mixed it, for whatever reason, it seems like they're afraid of the drums. I'm missing the drums. Like the very first tune, Running Wild, they're there. But it just seems that from starting from I'll Be There all the way down, the drums are just, they're not impactful to me. They could have done more, is what I'm saying. And bring up the snare a little bit, and the same with the kick. Again, there's a couple instances where I don't hear crash cymbals in parts that they should have had some crash cymbals in. So that's the only disappointing thing about this record sonically, is that I don't agree with the mix of the drums. I just believe that overall the drums should have come up in volume. They should have been way more in your face, especially with the ones that are really cooking. That's the whole point of that London sound, was those drums were in your face and they were fast. So that. And then the last thing is, I don't like the order of these songs, to be quite honest with you. That's it. That's just it. Like, I think now, as I've listened to this now, I think the order could have been a little better. in my opinion. You're probably gonna ask, well, what order would you have put it in? I'd have to listen to it again, but I know that if I was the person that was in charge of doing the order of these songs, the track list, it wouldn't have been this. I think there would have been a better way, a better order to put it. But does that really matter? No, it doesn't. Probably only really matters to BTS Army people who will probably rip me to shreds for saying that. But it's just, I just don't like the order. Love the songs, don't like the order. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. This is a hit record. And yeah, so listen, everybody, go and stream this as much as you can. Stream it. Every single tune. My personal favorite, I don't know, man. Between Running Wild, I'll Be There, and Falling. I'm going to say Running Wild, man, actually, because I thought I'll Be There, but man, now I think of it and Running Wild, I'm like, I know I said I don't know. I'll have to get back to you guys on it, but you know I'm going to be, what I got to do is just jam this more and more and more. Eventually it'll come to me. Okay, well look, man, thank you for stopping by, and if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and put that notification bell on so you know the next time we drop one of these videos, and we will see you soon at the next reaction.
Happy birthday, Jin!
And absolutely, happy birthday, Jin. It's on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. Happy birthday, homie. We're going to do some shots for you. Peace out.